How do I look lopsided? Hold on. One day I'll get it right, y'all. Hello. Oh, I think I got it right. Push my trolley over there. Grand Rising to you. I love you so much. My name is Miledys here at Galactic Hood Buddha, shifting you and jumpstarting you to your journey of self-awareness. I took a 1 week break because the new moon just knocked me out. The new moon in Sagittarius really pushed me to the limit. And then this full moon is coming up, which they're all connected. It's a series of energy that's brewing up for us right now. The most recommended advice at this time is to fall back. Fall back and just breathe. It is an intense one. So again, I want to say thank you for everyone who donated, who sent us cards so I can continue to share with you guys the messages. We got a new deck. So thank you for the donor. And also thank you for everyone who books services. Down below, you can find all the services. I have a free calendar for you every month, a self-care calendar that brings you back into taking care of yourself. Last Sunday, we did a gratitude jar for ourselves. So you go ahead. Nobody's watching you. So if you do it, it's up to you. If you don't do it, let me see what I put here. Oh, calling in my home. So I must have been calling in a new space. So I write a lot of stuff and then forget about what I'm writing. But anyway, so right now it's getting intense. It's getting towards the end of the year. Some of us are feeling like we didn't reach our goals. So all of that is brewing up for us. And with the full moon, which I'll talk about deeply today in Gemini, it pushes us to a space of being more here than here, allowing us to forget that our soul is the one that's guiding us, and then our ego is the one that's pushing us to do things that we may no longer be wanting to do, or be with people, or be with ourselves. Like, you may not want to be mean to yourself anymore. So what does that feel like? I have my notes over here, as you already know. So quick news, this is going to be in February, but I have an astrology course, an intro to astrology coming up in Brooklyn. So it's going to be in New York. However, I'm saying it now. If you guys are interested in knowing a little bit more about astrology, let me know, because I'll do an online version for you guys in January. So just let me know. But that's going to be happening. I'm going to be guiding you guys more into different. It's too early for all of this. This New York be wild. Anyways, I'm going to be guiding you guys deeper into taking care of yourself. So that does mean tapping into your spirit guides a bit deeper. Whether if it's online, whether if it's whatever it is, I'm going to be diving deep next year. So get ready. Also, like I said before, don't forget that we're on Buy Me a Coffee, and Buy Me a Coffee is a platform where I'm going to be sharing tons of content for you to get deeper into your astrology, deeper into self-care. Very, very important with self-care, because digging into your astrology is self-care, because you get to know yourself a little bit deeper and all of your behaviors and things like that. So Buy Me a Coffee is on, let me just be one of those people. Buy Me a Coffee is on all downloads. Let me see. Bye. I'm gonna be slow today, y'all. So if y'all in a rush, come back. So Buy Me a Coffee is. Oh, can y'all see that? Let me see. I don't know how to do this, but it's already here in the App Store. So y'all go ahead and download Buy Me a Coffee. And when you download Buy Me a Coffee, you'll be able to receive all the messages that I'm sending you even quicker, as opposed to going to the web page. You guys can have it there, receive the messages. I'm going to be doing a lot of fun stuff, so especially with relationships and dating and All right, I'm excited. Anyways, so I will be dropping a blog tomorrow in regards to this 9 to 10 day portal that we have going on. Again, a portal, I'm saying again, Wednesday I talked about the portal. Portal is basically this vast hole, right? I'm gonna say like this black hole, if we want to go that deep. It's a black hole pretty much. Is it like an energetic hole that is propelling us to the next level? So right now, within the next 3 weeks, you will not be the same person you were uh, right now. So start writing things down is very important. You're going to get everybody, I don't give a fuck who you are. You're going to be getting insights. You're going to be getting clarity. We all have a mission. So at the end of the day, whatever it is that you put in your mind to, which is very important as I go along and share with you guys, you're going to be getting clarity on that. It is not recommended to make any concrete decisions at this time. There's a lot of fogginess happening and a lot of surprises coming up. Uranus comes in with surprises. I remember when I spoke about surprises 3 weeks ago, and I had to share my space with someone because I choose to share my space with someone, and that was the surprise. The ultimate surprise of that was actually an intervention for me. So as I assisted this person, it was actually an intervention for me. So to my surprise, there's a lot of digging that I have to do, right? Like I tell you guys. So there's a reason why last week I had to really dig deep into myself. So is doubling up on whatever you've been doing. So if you've been doing yoga, you've been doing meditation, doubling up on that, tripling up on that. If you have never written any of your goals or intentions down, start doing that. It is very important at this time. We are being basically put on a cloud to get to where we need to go based on these energetic frequencies that are happening around us. And it's about us really tapping in and seeing how this is going to benefit us. So again, I'll be diving deep to let y'all know. So let's go through the week with the moon real quick. And once we get into the moon, I'll share the Gemini moon. So that way the full moon in Gemini, so you can get an understanding on how to use that. And then I also will share what's happening during the week, and then we'll go into your beautiful forecast. Also, let me know down below if you're interested in a forecast for 2022. I'll do it for you guys. Like I do this here, I'll do a forecast for us for 2022 to see what's happening the whole year. Probably be a long video, but hey. All right, so for the moon, starting, well, this week already, right now, the moon is in Pisces, so you're feeling a little bit emotional. You're feeling a little bit, how can I say it? I'm hearing glass. I don't know why. Oh, that rose glass. Looking through the rose glass, where it's like, things are looking a little bit good, but then they're not looking so good, or there's just a bit of confusion. So that's going to be happening between today and tomorrow. But once the moon goes into Aries tomorrow, it's all moving forward from there. Again, always remember that the moon is your emotions. So I'm talking about how your emotions is going to be. Not necessarily what you may be taking action towards, but your emotions is in Aries. You can be impulsive. You're also going to be more of like taking care of yourself, being in the independent freedom energy. So that's going to be until the 14th. So from the 12th to the 14th, check yourself out, check your energy, see how's it going. Who are you moving away from? Who are you moving towards? How are you creating that bubble for yourself to be emotionally supported? All right, because once that happens, you may be able to realize where that emotional betrayal has been, or where, right now there's a lot of manipulative energy still lingering around. So if you've been someone who has been encountering any manipulative energy or any emotional betrayal, pay attention, right? Because the Aries, you already know, we go. So if you're feeling these type of energies, just pull back a little bit, check out what is the reason why you feel this way. Or one thing is, don't beat yourself up for bringing people into your circle and feeling like, damn, I should have never trusted this person, I fucking knew that shit. We need to go through our lessons. So at the end of the day, go through your lessons and then put up your barriers so that you can know when this energy is coming through. All right, so every day half of the day the moon is in one sign, and then the other half of the day the moon is in the other sign. So when the moon is in Aries on the 14th, it moves into Taurus from the 14th to the 17th. And then again, here is releasing anything. So emotionally releasing, because Taurus is kind of slow in the way they approach things. So you want to be a little bit more open on how you approach relationships, because Taurus is also about material things. So you want to make sure that from the 14th to the 17th, you're not, you or anybody to you, right? Because it's vice versa. We're not excluded from this energy, including myself. You want to make sure that we're not buying people. We're not buying people to be closer to us. You know, check your values. Check your values. See how people again are treating you. See how you treating yourself. It's very important. The way we treat ourselves is the way people are going to treat us, whether you want to believe it or not, whether you say, I'm not this person, I never did this, I never did that. But you really have to turn back around and have you ever done that to yourself? Maybe you haven't done it to anybody else, but we do a lot of things to ourselves that we don't tell people. And so all of that portrays itself in the outer world. So really pay attention to that. And again, be flexible with what comes in. For anyone who's looking, I'm hearing anyone who's looking to be dating, from the 14th to the 17th, be flexible on what type of person approaches you. You never know. All right. And then I'll talk about from the 17th to the 19th, that's going to be the full moon. I'm going to talk about that soon. And then right after that, from the 19th to the 22nd, we're going into Cancer. So we got we got the full moon, who's just going to beat us the fuck up. It's a lucky one. It's a good full moon where it's going to be uplifting us materially and spiritually, but at the same time, it's going to beat us up because remember, full moon is to release. So in order for you to rise up and use this energy, there's a lot that we have to let go of. So once that happens, boom, we go into the Cancer fucking moon. We're going to be so emotional about what we let go of. We're going to be so emotional, like really emotional. We're going to be secluded. We may not want to be around people. Think of yourself as, the Cancer bringing itself into the shell. So we're going to be very, very, very sensitive. It is okay. I mean, if you have kids, I'm going to need you to talk to them. But it is okay to not communicate with people at this time, to really be in your own energy, be in your own circle. It is okay to do that because at this time, we are all very confused on what's next. We're very confused on who to trust. We're very confused on a lot of things. Like the people we put trust in has flipped it on us. So it could be red flags we didn't see. I mean, it's just so much going on. The most important thing for you is, what do you want to accept in your life, and what do you want to intentionally take action towards? That came out nice. That was them. Okay. So again, by the end of the week, we're going to be really sensitive. So let's go into the weekly and then to the full moon. Because the weekly is really, I'm just going to talk about Monday and Thursday because those are the two main days that are very potent for us. And then Saturday is what I'll be talking about, the full moon. So this week is about reflecting on our past. It's the end of the year. We're in the space where, I mean, and that also goes when Capricorn, I'm going to talk about it. Because Mercury is going into Capricorn on the 13th, which is Monday. And so there's two planets. All right, let's get into it. It's going to be a week of reflection, things we did not accomplish, right? Again, it's the end of the year. So we're thinking about all the goals that we didn't achieve. And we're really doing a review of everyone we let go of, or the energy that we let go of from ourselves. We're going to be proud of ourselves as well. So it's this wishy-washy, unbalanced energy where we're like, yes, I did this, but goddamn, I should have did this. Our finances is going to be illuminating in our minds. Again, the holidays are coming in. That does not exclude that the 24th there's going to be a huge fucking Saturn and Uranus conjunction happening. Is it no square? Pardon me, is a square. So there's gonna be a fight between Saturn and Uranus, and that shit's gonna be deep. Yeah, I don't know what y'all doing for Christmas, but whew, I'm telling you, there's so much going on. All right, so on Monday, Mars goes into Saturn. Can y'all stop? Bring it back. Mars goes into Sagittarius. So that brings the energy, that fiery energy, the energy of moving forward. And it's going to be there until the 24th. So it's a large amount of time that Mars is going to be in Sagittarius. And that's going to give us the flexibility that we need. Some of us are going to be very spontaneous. We're going to be blunt. We're going to be frank on the way we talk. We're going to have this specific type of drive. So really pay attention when it comes to your actions. Sagittarius, again, it rules the 9th house. So it's about knowledge. It's about philosophy, travel. So we're really going to be impulsive from now all the way until the 24th of January to want to learn more, to want to travel more. But we're not just going to be thinking about it anymore as when Mercury went through Sagittarius. We're going to take action now. So this is what I want to do. I want to travel. I'm going to buy that plane ticket. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And I'm going to get it done. So for the next, I want to say roughly a month and a half, we'll be in a space of really taking action on what we want to do. Even when it comes to the studies, like if you said that you wanted to get a certain certification, you're going to do that. You said that you wanted to switch your job because your soul said to go here. We're going to be really paying attention to that. So when that happens, just really think about what are you going to be bringing into fruition. We have tons of ideas, tons of talent because we're all gifted, but there's this huge fear on what to start with first. So sit with yourself and ask, who am I in a rush with? I'm going to say it like this, and people hate when I say this, but the end result of life is death. So who are you in a rush with? Take your time. Pick that one thing that you want to accomplish. Set intentions. Fuck goals. I hate saying goals. I say it because this is the language that you guys know. But intentions is it just sounds different. I'm intending to do this. It's like intention turns into action immediately because the subconscious mind is not looking at the word goal anymore. It's looking at intention. So it's something new. We really have to reprogram our subconscious mind in order for us to move forward in the things that we want to do. Because it could be a simple trigger that comes towards us that deviates us from our goals. Take care of yourself, yo, for real. All right. So, and then that same day, Mercury goes into Capricorn. This is a short one, so it's from the 13th until the beginning of 2022, which is 1222. So that again is that New Year's resolution vibe. We're really just in a space of trying to figure out what we truly want to accomplish. Take your time. Get support. You feel like you can't trust nobody? Guess what? That means that you can't trust yourself. And I'm personally in that space right now where I'm just like, I need to trust myself more in order to trust other people. Because at this current time, things are getting foggy, So how do you begin to trust yourself? All right. And so with with Mercury going into Capricorn, is going to help us out with budgeting because Capricorn is that sign that is focused, ready to get their goals done. They kind of like leave love to the side. So really pay attention to that as well. This whole next week is about bringing balance. Start creating that instead of waiting for January. Start now. What does your day-to-day look like? This really talks about going into your day-to-day. In order to achieve that big-ass goal that you want to have in 3 years, what the fuck you doing every day? Are you setting? A lot of times, because of how we were raised, our society, we tend to feel that having this goal is going to be the ultimate goal and that's it. No, we're going to be there and we're going to build another goal and we're going to build another goal. This is why people get, I'm going to say, people get money hungry, people get thirsty. We always want to go for the next thing, the next thing. We're never satisfied. So what is going to satisfy you? That you can say, all right, bet, I'm good. I'm happy with how my love life is. I'm happy the way my physical life is. I'm happy the way my spiritual life is. I'm happy the way my social life is. What the fuck that looks like? All right. And then Thursday, there's this beautiful energy with the moon, Pluto, and Venus. I'm lying. It's not beautiful. It's exhausting. I just wanted to get your attention. When it comes to these three planets, they're doing a T-square. Pluto, transformation, rebirth. Venus, dealing with our materialistic stuff, our love life, our beauty, finances, right? And then you have the moon. All of those together is going to exhaust us emotionally, spiritually. So prepare yourself for Thursday because you're going to feel aggy. I don't think if that's the word. You're going to just feel like you don't want to be bothered and you're going to be really, really tired. So prepare yourself. What does that look like? Does that look like meditating for a little bit? Does that look like taking some time off and just tapping into yourself and bringing it back in? All right. So throughout the week, if your moon is in any of this energy or if your sun is in any of this energy, it's going to be in a space of affecting you because it's going to be illuminating, right? The moon illuminates. So it's going to be illuminating that area of your life. Grand Rising. How are you? And so with that being said, this week, really talk to yourself about what your goals. See, y'all got me saying goals. What are your intentions? What is your routine? What does that look like? And how long are you going to give yourself that routine and that daily reminder? You can do a short thing with yourself. You can be like, all right, for 1 month, right? Because we tend to overdo it. I'm going to work out 5 days a week. I'm going to eat right 5 days a week. All right, that's cool. What does your plan look like? Do you have everything you need in the refrigerator? Do you have your exercise listed already? Do you have your playlist together? Like, it's those little micro details that's going to bring you into the space of bringing your intentions into fruition. That talks about, I hear somebody, oh, what about if I want to buy a house? I heard you. Well, what does that mean? Start attending those first-time homeowner workshops. Start visiting the places that you want to live in, that you want to move to. Go visit. I heard if you want to move somewhere, visit it during different seasons to see if you like it. All right. So this is where we're going to get deep. Buckle your seatbelts. We're about to talk about this full moon. So I got 2 pages. So the full moon is going to be in Gemini and it's connected to this whole Sagittarius Gemini energy. They're opposite signs of each other. So while the sun at this current time is in Sagittarius, we have the moon that's going to be in Gemini. So they're basically opposing each other. So they're in opposite directions. They're thinking about doing their own thing. So when Gemini and Sagittarius are not really arguing, they're actually in a space of getting together and pushing each other. The air sign and the fire sign, they're in the space of really moving things forward. Here is the sun in the space of our character, our personality, how we're showing up. And here is the moon, our emotions and what we're letting go of intellectually as well. So there's things that we may not be able to intellectualize and verbally speak, but we really have to tap in right now and feel our intuition and see what our intuition is saying, and do not doubt yourself when it comes to intuition, because what's happening is the following. We got this 12/12 portal opening up, and then we have the solar, the solstice, the winter solstice happening, which is 12/21/21. That portal is like a 9-10 day portal. In between that, we have the motherfucking full moon. That's what I'm telling y'all. really start preparing yourself, start calling your spirit guides, start crying, start letting go, because if we don't start doing that, we're gonna about to get beat up. So the full moon is going to be at 27 degrees, and that is basically pretty much the number 2 in numerology. It adds up to a 9. So anyone who's a life path 9, this could be affecting you deeply, especially anyone who has a moon in Gemini. This is going to affect you. Help me, y'all, help me. Yeah, I'm telling you. Focus, my ladies. All right. So 9 is the number of almost being at completion, but just being able to cultivate all of your abundance, all of your ideas, everything that you have learned so far this year. This full moon is going to bring you into that space of knowing what you need to release, right? Go back to your journaling, go back to any videos that you did for yourself, recording yourself, and see what has changed, what have you mastered, and what do you need to master. 2 is taking care of us, our mind and our body. 7 is working with spirit. So as we sit there and we work with our spiritual team, we'll be able to get through this full moon, through this portal, and make it to motherfucking 2022 with our heads on our shoulders. Gemini is a mutable sign, so that talks about flexibility. So if you're in a space right now to be rigid, I'm going to do it this way, it doesn't matter, I'm going to follow, cool, no problem. But leave space for that flexibility, because Uranus is right around the corner, and Uranus is the planet of surprises, but it's also the planet of our collective generation. So while you're here taking care of yourself, the outside world is still happening. So Uranus is going to come in and shift things for all of us as a collective, which is also going to put us in a space of, what the fuck just happened? What the fuck is that? Because it's like, I thought I had this planned out, and then Uranus comes and be like, nah. So really be open during this time to, yes, have your list of healing, right? Have your rituals together, but still give that space and time for that magical aspect of your life to come in, where you've been manifesting all year. So let spirit come in and help you out. And so it being an air sign, again, is intellectual. So it's going to be a lot up here. So we want to bring it back down to our intuition. This full moon is going to give us an ability to heighten our intuition. So are you ready to really listen to yourself? Are you ready not to discuss your plans with anybody else and just move forward with it and with you and spirit? That's where we're at right now. And again, Mercury is our thinking process. Mercury rules Gemini, and that's our thinking process. That's our process of really understanding what our negative Nancy is telling us, what our subconscious mind is telling us. Do you believe your affirmations when you say I am beautiful, or do you question yourself, or do you just say it and just like, whatever? It's all about the feeling. It's all about the feeling. Yes, we may be up here figuring things out, but here is where it's truly at. Ego, soul. And so the opportunities that we have, like I said, is a massive breakthrough. If you ready, I'm talking about if you ready to like release all this shit, you ready to let go of people, it's fucking scary, because we know people for so long, including ourselves. We know ourselves to be a certain way for so long that when it's time to shift and move, oh, who wants to let go of the sugar? I'm just asking for a friend. Who wants to let go of someone we can depend on, right? A lot of us have dependency issues. We have codependency issues. We have abandonment issues. So what does that look like to just talk to yourself, be with yourself, and go through this massive change and come out different? And accept yourself in this new version when somebody else doesn't. The challenges is avoiding deception and overcoming illusions. That's it. Like, that's the challenge. The challenge is really not taking everything for face value, but looking into what your intuition is telling you. I could be telling you right. Well, first of all, everything I tell y'all here, y'all better go look it up. But I mean, if I was your friend, I could be telling you, hey, I'm gonna give you $500, and you like, oh, thank you so much. And you start making plans with the $500, and all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, I couldn't give it to you. It didn't come through, and so. Did you listen to your intuition when the person said they was gonna give you $500, or do you just trust them? Because a lot of times right now we're trusting a lot of people that are in our own views, not matching up what they're saying, and that could be ourselves as well. So really start digging deep into what people are telling you and follow your intuition. If somebody tells you something, your intuition is like, listen to that. You don't have to be like, I know you fucking lying. You don't have to do all of that. Like let's focus on really tapping into ourselves and knowing, okay, you ain't saying the truth, but it's all right. The universe got you. I'm out of here. Things like that. And so again, the winter solstice is on the 21st. That's another energetic pool that's happening for us. I'll be talking about that in the article tomorrow. So really do tap in on Buy Me a Coffee. I'm gonna give y'all some tips. Gemini and Sagittarius are going to be giving us the space of knowledge, awareness, consciousness, and truth. So these are the themes. The truth is going to come out whether you want to or not. Don't force it either. Let it come out, because it's going to come out. When Uranus coming around, you will see the truth in yourself, in others, how you treating others, how you treating yourself, how others are treating you, everything. So we want to make sure that we put our facts and our feelings together, right? This is the fact. Does it feel like it's the truth? Remember, the truth is only what you discover. We could, as a collective, say the truth is this is a lipstick. But if I decide to say this is not a lipstick, this is a marker, I'm going to use it as a motherfucking marker. And you can't tell me it's not true because it's writing for me. All right. So again, try not to make any impulsive moves and really start just jotting things down. There's going to be so much insight coming in for you. Your dreams are going to be, if it weren't heightened already, it's going to be heightened. A lot of you are dream interpreters. Stop playing yourself, because them dreams is bringing you back here so you can get to work. Trust yourself. All right. So during the full moon, Neptune is going to be having a fight with the moon. So Neptune is in Pisces, and it really, again, talks about, Neptune has been in Pisces since February 2012. It gets that deep. What you was doing in 2012? I always ask people that. That was my, I guess, third awakening. See? The dreams. Yeah, look, the quick tip before I go back. The dreams, it really talks about us having a notebook next to our bed, not picking anything else up when we wake up, literally getting up and writing. It's not you writing. We have this space between when we wake up and when we go to sleep where our subconscious, our higher self is right there. Is that when you wake up and you go back to sleep like that? That's it. That fishing, that's it. So when you wake up in the morning, just get up, write whatever. It doesn't even matter if you could even see. Just write. Just keep writing. Just keep writing. Just keep writing. Those are your messages right there, and that's what's going to help you understand your dreams a little bit better. But practice makes improvements. So don't beat yourself up. Get yourself a dream book. Everything that we are learning right now has been brought down by somebody else who had a dream. Let that sink in. All right. So really be patient with yourself. Neptune is going to bring us in illusions without facts. So you want to sit back and wait for those hidden messages. Because even me, I think, I'm doing all of this. No, there's going to be hidden messages that's going to be coming and being revealed to us without us knowing that existed. So I'm trying to tell y'all, like, y'all better namaste all motherfucking day, because everything is coming in for you, and it could come through people, but for the most part, we are all in a space right now to guide ourselves and trust ourselves, building that. All right. So you got Mercury, who's in Gemini, who is ruled by Gemini, ruled by Mercury. And then Uranus is Mercury's, I want to say big brother, because Uranus is like the genius, right? Mercury fucks with our mind. So Mercury is the lower version of our mind, and Uranus is the highest version of our mind. So Uranus is that genius that's coming through. So that genius is coming through while knock us out and try to make us think that shit is going this way. Uranus through and be like, Prah! Nah, I'm gonna show you what it is, but not just you, us as a collective. Again, because that's a collective planet. So really tap in to the breakthroughs that are happening for you and your family. You know, it's gonna feel like we got struck by lightning. I never got struck by lightning, so I don't know what the fuck that means, but that's what they told me to write today. So I hope that we never do, but it's gonna be that much of a shock in our life where you're gonna have to fucking sit down and figure it out slowly with assistance. Jupiter. Jupiter is close to all of these actions that is happening, but it's 1 degree away from being a sextile. So it could have been a good thing. What they're doing to us is having us push for our opportunity. So the minute that you decide to say, I'm going to take this turn, I'm going to take this turn to being healthy. Y'all know I be leaving sentences cut off sometimes. I'm going to leave this relationship. I'm going to leave this job. And you make that effort to build your resume, to find a new apartment, to leave the house, to kick the person out. Once you decide to do these things after you sat with yourself, Jupiter's going to come in and just going to give you that push. And then it's going to be like, ha! Jupiter is the planet of expansion. So it's automatically going to sit there and give you that ability to get through. So it's like you climbing up a ladder and you at that, no, let's do the stairs because the stairs is hard. You climbing up the stairs and you at that last step of the stairs and you just don't have that energy. Jupiter's is like, go, just put that 1 foot up. Once you put that 1 foot up, all right? So the whole moral of all of this is trust yourself. Allow yourself to envision what your future looks like and really use your intuition. If you have to do intuition exercises, I'm hearing, do intuition exercises. What does that look like? Sitting with yourself, closing your eyes, having somebody put some objects in front of you and you can guess the objects. That's an easy way to do it. Another way to do it is to write down, think about somebody, write something down, call them and see if that intuition is accurate. Don't be sitting out here talking about, yo, are you okay? Don't call nobody that you know deeply either, right? Like call like a friend that you haven't spoken to in like 2 or 3 months and you haven't heard their business. Something in that way. Another way you can tap into your intuition is, again, if you have tarot, is an easy way to tap into your intuition. And then also literally just contacting your guides and just be like, what's up, spiritual team? How y'all doing? I hope all is well. I know that y'all watching me. Can y'all slowly guide me into understanding what it is to trust my intuition? Because they're out there waiting for you anyway. They crossing their legs and they waiting for us to like tap into them. The other day I tapped into Saint Germain for healing, for family generational healing. I never worked with Saint Germain before, but he came through because I was going through, you know, family concerns and issues. And I'm just like, what the fuck? I need peace. And Saint Germain was like, hello. I was like, oh, okay. And it was basically through a YouTube that I was going through. And it was like, fuck with Saint Germain. I'm like, all right. And I did my meditation, I envisioned and I did what I had to do. And obviously I broke down into tears because I'm here breaking generational wounds. Not just now, I'm talking about family. And all of that energy just came in and exhausted me, but I had to do that. If I did not do that, then the family that's actually alive now could continue to still be going through shit. So, but that's the type of work that I do. So I just wanted to let y'all know that that was something different that I did. I do experience all of this energy before everybody. So that's why I was knocked out last week. All right. So thank you for hearing the spiel. We're going to go into the weekly for you guys. And then tomorrow I'm dropping. It is hot. Tomorrow I'm dropping the 12-12 so you guys can tap more into that and start getting yourselves a journal. Let me see. Wow. You just like your father, Amy. Let's go. He's tapping into you. We have someone who expressed that their father was exactly that way, having a dream book next to them. And a lot of us have been seeing this when we were younger, and we kind of ignored it because it probably reminded us of our past lives. But a lot of us have grown up in this environment, so it's time for us to remember what your grandmother was doing, what your father was doing. Like, we are a product of them. Before my mother passed away, she left me instructions on how to read the cartas españolas, which is the uh, Spaniard cards that, you know, the Cubans and people in the Caribbeans read. And she left me that before she passed away in 2019. Who told her to leave me that? She knew. She knew. All right, so let's get into it. Take a deep breath. Whoo, that was a lot. Dear angels and archangels, thank you so much for being here, protecting us and guiding us. We have the collectives here. We're going to start off with, I'm hearing, let's do the air because, you know, that whole Gemini thing is happening. The air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. It's my first time showcasing the Eight of Wands for Gemini. Libra, you have the Hangman. Yo, it never fails. That's the debut of the cards falling. Somebody probably said, she ain't dropped the cards. And boom, there you go. I proved you wrong. And this is for Aquarius. Unless Aquarius, y'all coming in with some fire as energy. You have the Fool. There we go. All right, so at the bottom of the deck, you have the Nine of Swords here. And the Nine of Swords, it really talks about, for all of my air signs, you're missing the message. You're missing the message. It's like you're fighting against this energy that is overcoming you at this current time. So this could be some type of anxiety or depression that could be coming through for you next week, and you just feel like you're unable to make it through for my air signs. But again, at this time, it's like, look at this white bird right here. This white bird and this light is like this one bird seems to me is able to push these black birds back, right? And so just really talk about how these blackbirds are moving away. So for all of my air signs, these birds are moving this way. So again, calling in your spirit guides, this is the end of it. This is the end of that cycle. The swords is about so it's about your thinking. Let go of the thinking that you've been going through and allow your spirit guides, your higher self to come in. You can wake up every morning, my air signs, and just be like, I call in my higher self from all directions. I call in my higher self from all directions. This is a bed. Y'all see that? Oh, man. This is like a bed right here. Is imaginary. So again, even in your dreams, you could, not imaginary, it's drawn very lightly. Even in your dreams, air signs, you could be getting messages in your dreams, or you might be having nightmares next week. But before you go to sleep, air signs, call in Archangel Michael or whoever it is that you believe in to protect you while you're sleeping, so that you can be able to understand your dreams. All right, for my air signs. Gemini, you have the Eight of Wands. Right now is about teamwork next week. 8 is the number of infinity in a sense, right? Is that infinity line. So tapping in next week into who can help you out will really help you start your journey. You see how all these sticks are coming together to, like, right? I feel like these are like matchsticks, right? Because, they're on fire. I mean, they're not sticks of matches, but so it's fiery right here. I feel like once all of your ideas or all of the people that you want to include in your next mission, you're going to be able to illuminate and create a bigger fire. So really allow yourself to be in a space of knowing that your fire is going to be ignited this week coming up. Think about the full moon. So although it's a release energy for you, Gemini. Is also a new beginning because you have been in a space of knowing how to cultivate your environment at this time. I just feel like this is a positive energy for you. There's also an action card. So whatever you're thinking about doing, just move forward and take action, in a sense of like writing things down, right? You don't necessarily have to now go ahead and take the leap and move. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, where do you want to move? Again, what are those little steps? So take actions on those little steps, because Sagittarius is more of like long travel. Gemini is short travel. So do some short traveling next week. Also, not for everybody, to see how that is going to help you move away from this energy next week. All right. Libra, you have the Hangman. Right now, Libra, I do feel like I'm hearing this automatically made me feel like there was like a shark under here when there really isn't a shark. But you could be feeling like you're unable to stand your ground at this time. You may be feeling like there's no decisions that you're going to be able to make without really understanding where the balance is. This person is not technically balanced. So for my Libras right now, is I feel like with your heart being open here, you're giving away too much, which is leaving you next week in a space of not knowing where you're gonna go. So it's like you have one hand taking care of yourself, but while the other hand, you're out there taking care of other people. And it's like a lot of people that are, in a way, I feel like trying to take your energy away next week. I'm going to say trying because I don't think that they're going to do that shit. But trying to take your energy next week and continuously calling you while you're up here. Some of you may not be in a space of being well off, and people are still taken away from you. So with this number 12 is mind, body, and soul. Take care of your mind, body, and soul before you sit out there and help anybody else. And again, with this illuminating light right here between your third eye and your crown, tapping into your spirit guides, tapping into the unknown for some of you, so that you can be able to really understand what is going on here. So for my Libras, because this energy is going to be fluffering over you, okay, that's a new word, over you next week, you might be at a standstill. So really, again, tap into who you're helping out next week. And also, how can you help yourself out? How can you actually bring yourself back up, balance yourself out, and really take care of yourself? Do not leave yourself behind next week. And with these little things here, I feel like these are like messages, right? I'm hearing scribe. So if you know what scribing is, pay attention to that. I'm also, geometric shapes are going to be coming up for a lot of Libras. So really pay attention to all of that. Maybe you're being asked to meditate with geometric shapes to see where it takes you. Aquarius, this person, she has the amethyst. I'm going to call it an amethyst. She has the amethyst in her hand. Oh, look at the geometric shape right there. Oh, look, I don't even know that. This is my first time using these cards, y'all. Well, I'll cleanse them and interview them, but the flower of life. This is the flower of life. Yes, it is the flower of life. So for Aquarius right now, again, tapping into the dream, right? The amethyst is to assist you in dreaming as well, and in your intuition. So if you're into crystals, grab your amethyst all week and sit with your amethyst. With the flower of life, for you as well, look at the flower of life. Go take a picture on the internet and see what the flower of life looks like, and just stare at it from the middle, right? Because everything starts in the middle and then it expands. So really, and this also gives me this energy of heart chakra, throat chakra for you, and definitely solar plexus. She's wearing nothing but yellow. So this is this week is bringing you energy towards your confidence, Aquarius, opening up your heart, and also tapping into your voice, your truth, your authentic truth. Y'all, they be trying to channel. I ain't letting them. I'm sorry. Y'all be out here speaking another language. With this barrier around here, it does feel like you're also secluding yourself again with this new beginning. So this is really protecting your new beginning, Aquarius. This week is very cool for you guys. I see is really tapping into this new beginning that's going to come in forth for you. Have the confidence and the faith that's going to happen. And with this right here, I do feel like, again, a little bit scared. It's like, I'm tapping in, but I don't know. I don't know, Spirit, what you got. It's like, what you going to do? Tap in, Aquarius. Let it go. Hey, if you fall in the water, do you know how to swim? Or do you feel that Spirit got you and won't let you drown? So, if you live by a park, go sit next to a tree, bundle yourself up, whatever it is to get into nature, grab your amethyst, and just really tap into your intuition. Your intuition, because of the Aquarian age coming up, is like, yeah, y'all one of those that's really getting beat up right now, and it's really to wake you up. So start letting go of those people that's preventing you from being in this space. This person seems very happy, although they're a little scared. They seem very happy that they're tapping in to who they truly are. So Aquarius, this is a real personal week, while Gemini and Libra are dealing with other people around them. Wow, these cards are cool. I like these. I interview them. It was so dope. Let me know if you want to learn how to interview your deck. I feel like it's very important for us to connect with our deck, but that's another story. All right, we're going into our water. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Nah, man, nah. Ain't no way, boy. All right. So this is Pisces. Cancer, the Two of Cups. Oh, Cancer. I could use these cards to do love readings. Oh, Scorpio. This is cute. All right, so at the bottom is the Seven of Pentacles. Remember what I said in the beginning, y'all? Here you go. You see the pentacles? You see all of this grounding. Right now is for my water signs is to pick your goals. Going back, pick your intentions. I'm going to work with that. Pick your intentions and start setting your intentions down to its root. Start allowing your intentions to build itself. 7 is with spirit. Wow. Oh, look how cute is this. Wow, you have been able to pretty much dig into the soil and put all of your intentions down there. Look at how he's giving energy. It also talks about paying attention, having patience, and allowing yourself to really understand that beneath the surface of what you have been manifesting is going to be coming into fruition materially and spiritually, but you have to sit there and you have to tend to your gardens. You like that? Tend to your gardens. And says, yeah, water signs, go ahead and water that shit the fuck up. But this is really more talking about, don't focus on what you cannot see at this current time during the surface of based on what you have done this week for my water signs, because you have done enough this month. I want to say for the last 7 months, you all been doing what you have to do to really get this tree to show itself. And if you can see, the roots are all intertwined, so it does mean that there is some obstacles within the way next week for y'all, but at the same time, as you guys are good when it comes to my water signs on just really paying attention to what you already have cultivated. Pisces with the 4 of Cups. Check this out. All right, y'all ready? Follow me. Follow me. All right, 4 is about stability. Right now, Pisces may feel like emotionally they have lost all their marbles. They don't have time for really taking care of even themselves. If you can see the way they are aligned, these cups is like, I put so much into myself, I put so much into other people, and I just still have not seen it come into fruition. Y'all see that? But at the same time, look at this hand right here. This hand right here is giving Pisces this energy to be able to move forward. Pisces right now, look, 4, and on my screen I have 4. y'all, this is really important for y'all. Look, you see how she's grounded, but at the same time, having this body language has no trust. Having this body language has no quite intention of what to do. It's like giving up. So look how she's touching. So even though you may feel like you're far away from your goals this week, Pisces, you're not, especially when it comes to your emotions. You have been clearing yourself up. You have been doing the emotional work. So just find a way next week. You see the colors, find a way to illuminate your way next week. Find a way to bring life back into that area that's making you feel dull next week. Because this is, if it ain't spirit, it's a significant other that's coming in. And it may, again, I said that, be aware that some energy is going to be coming in next week. And someone, if you're single, Pisces, somebody may be coming in next week that may not be your type, and you just like, you see her face, she's like, all right, I'll date you. Think about that, because this person is coming in with shifting for your life, whether if it's for the moment or whether if it's for long term. But right now, it's really, spirit is asking you next week to really open yourself up, to know that the work that you have put in is not for no reason. Don't be looking so sad. Cancer, the Two of Cups. Look at this. Cancer right now, this is you marrying yourself, you marrying your spiritual journey. This is really like going deep. What you have been putting out there is cool. There's unity, right? So whatever you have been thinking about next week when it comes to relationships, whether you're opening yourself up to be in a relationship, whether you're thinking about actually getting together with somebody, married, getting engaged, I feel all of that energy coming up for my Cancers next week. And with the number 2, it really, again, talks about that unity. So what in your life next week are you going to tap into this? No, let's say that again. What area in your life are you looking to amend and really bring in the love, bring in the emotions? That is happening for you next week. Even if it is getting to know yourself deeper, you are initiating that. These are 2 people that are interlocking their fingers, which means that this means, I'm thinking about doing this, means now we're about to get this shit done. So this could be, again, you and your significant other could be getting closer together. You and your higher self are building that union. So next week is pretty cool. So if you've been asking to get connected more, to open up your intuition more, this is happening for you, and it's overflowing at this time. Now see how they are pouring in that energy into the cup. So again, this really talks about, I'm hearing manipulation. Why? They just said airbender. All right, just the manipulation of energy, right? Being able to understand the energy around you, Cancer. That's all I can say for right now. They're about to go deep. We ain't got time for that. All right. Scorpio, right now you're doing too much, Scorpio, and you're not paying attention. With the Page of Swords, you're at the beginning right now. Intellectually, you're thinking about what you could start, what I could do here, what I could do there, what could I do here, what could I do there, and you're balancing too much, right? Look at all these ideas that are happening. You're getting messages, you're getting ideas. You're reading, you're learning, you're alchemizing, you're doing a lot at the same time. You're walking on a thin stick that at any point in time could break. So this really talks about allowing yourself to see what idea can you move towards first. Again, picking that one that one intention, right? Page is about the beginning, learning. So instead of doing too much and learning too much at the same time, Scorpio, do one thing at a time so that you can be able to find that space within you to then do the next thing. And really doing your pros and cons. What do I really want to learn first? Or what do I really want to let go of first? So you may be wanting to say, all this energy is coming up, I'm letting go of all of this. When we let go of everything all at once, it brings into a space of emptiness and having to start over. Are you ready to do that? Because if you are, push forward and do it. But at the same time, allow yourself to heal, allow yourself to rest. This is somebody who may not be in a space of wanting to rest, especially mentally. So this week, Scorpio, tap into again, knowing that you already did what you had to do for the last 7 months and things are coming into fruition. You don't have to overwork yourself next week. Because I do feel like if you overwork yourself, there's something next week you're going to be, something is going to come towards you and you could miss it. And everything happens for a reason. So if you miss it then, it'll come back again. But I feel like this is something that you've been manifesting. So pay attention. All right, let's go. Let me know how y'all doing. It's raining out here in New York. I still want to take a walk, but I don't have no rain boots. All right, digressing. Dear angels and archangels, thank you so much for being here, protecting us and guiding us when it comes to our Aries. I mean, there I go. Our fire sign. Aries want to be first. All right, Aries, you have the Knight of Pentacles. What the fuck that means? All right, Leo, the Temperance. Sit down, Leo. Sagittarius, the Three of Swords. All right, we got something going on. We got a mixed thing here. So you have the World and oh shit, fire signs. Y'all ready? You have the World card. Look at, I told you about geometric shapes. This talks about your chakras, your root chakra, your solar plexus, your heart chakra. This talks about dealing with energy next week. So for my fire signs, if you don't want to hang out with anybody next week, that's cool. Hang out with yourself, cultivate that energy. You see this right here? It really talks about being within your own energy and understanding what that is. There goes that flower of life again. And oh, this is the seed of life, pardon me. This is the seed of life. And here it really talks about, you see how the top is white? So there's a lot of clarity when it comes to the upper meridians of your body, the upper chakras. So your heart, your throat, your third eye, and your crown chakra. What your spirit guides would like to suggest you, fire signs, is to work on your lower meridians, right? Working on your solar plexus, working on your sacral, and working on your root. Because right now what is happening is things are shifting. And as things shift, the upper meridians, they're easier to understand in a sense because spirit helps you out with that, right? But the lower meridians is here, grounding on earth, being with Mother Earth, taking care of yourself, taking care of this body. So right now, what does that look like for you next week, my fire signs? To take care of your body, to take care of yourself, to be in your own energy. That is what's being asked for you at this time. What does that look like for you? Even walking barefooted in the outside with Mother Earth, that can assist you as well. If you are a fire sign that has never tapped into geometric shapes, just any of those esoteric fluff, I want to say, right? Because woo-woo. Go right ahead and see what that when you look at the shape, what it does for you. And you don't have to sit there and believe it or not believe it, but just look at the shape and see what insights you get. Because technically, as humans, we're sounds and images, sounds and visions, sounds and frequencies. So at the end of the day, all this that we do, it blocks us from picking up intellect from this. All right, so Aries, you have the King of Pentacles. What I see here is there's some material letting go of. That's what I'm like, what the hell? So right now it's about giving and receiving, but this giving comes from a space of knowing that when you give, you're on your way to receive, as opposed to giving and then feeling like, so when I'm going to get back, what I'm going to get back, when I'm going to get it back. So for my Aries, I want you to really think about, look at this horse, it's halfway, right? So with this horse being halfway on this card, it really talks about you're on your way on receiving the pentacles that you deserve. However, there is more time for you to really dig deeper into what you want to bring into fruition, and what does that look like materially. Do you have a budget? Do you have enough to do the trip? So some of my Aries want to go on a trip, but you may feel like also going on this trip is really leaving you not in an abundant spirit. So really think about what it looks like to go on this trip, what it looks like to also going back to the root images that we have from the Seven of Pentacles, going back to really finding your intentions, Aries, and not letting it just flow. Dig it deep into the ground and begin to give. So I keep hearing the word give. And anchoring. Y'all see this one? Is like anchoring itself down. So out here leaving a legacy. So some Aries, it's time for you guys to leave some type of legacy. And these Pentacles talks about that. Using travel to be able to leave your legacy behind. I don't know what that looks like for each of y'all, but really tapping into knowing that you have a lot of knowledge to be left behind for other people to also benefit from, even if it's finances. All right. Spirit better be sending that cash. All right. The Leo, you got the Temperance. So Leo, right now you're dealing with the light and the dark. I do feel like with his hand going this way is like you're not really trying to shine so much light on your dark side right now. It's like you may be wanting to sit in this space, but with these wings, you're sitting in this space for a reason, because right now this negative Nancy, this shadow side of you needs assistance right now, because your ego may be getting in the way of your emotions and really not allowing you to see what you really need to let go of. So it's like, what does it look like when your ego doesn't let your emotion come through? Is this when you become angry, bitter, egoistic, all those things. And this also with this here, I feel like that is indicating that the heart chakra has to step up. So again, my Leos, tapping into your angels to release this type of energy at this current time, and not necessarily blocking the light to give you the clarity next week is going to be good for you. And again, weighing out your options. And also look behind, because this angel is like hovering over you. This is not your wings. This is actually like an angel over you, helping you out. But there is some dark energy happening for Leos. There is a lot of decluttering that has to happen for you guys next week. Tap into that. 2 weeks ago, you guys were okay. Right? Were y'all hiding this? It's coming out. Let it out. All right. And then Sagittarius. Some Sag, y'all may be doing some tribal event, right? Because look at this girl. She got her tribal signs here. The Three of Wands really talks about holding the energy next week on the things that you have put out there. This person is desperate, right? In a way of like, damn, I did this, and this, and I still don't see the outcome of it. I still don't see how it's benefiting me. And this person is naked. This girl is naked. Is she naked? Oh, she could be naked. No, she got a bathing suit on. When you think about a surfboard, you think about waves. There is a time right now next week for you to ride the wave, even though you know things belong to you. You know that you're supposed to be either getting this job, getting this house. Ride the wave. There's going to be, again, that energy of Uranus, a surprise is going to come up for you. 3 is like it's almost there. 4 is stability, right? So you're almost there. Do not let your anger get in the way. Do not let anybody else anger get in the way, or do not let any negative Nancy get in the way, Sagittarius, because right now you're in a space of really reaching that goal. But it seems so far because of what's happening around. Do remember that there's a lot of energy happening in your sign right now. And with this full moon, that clarity needs to come in before you can actually move forward. So don't be so desperate to make that first decision. Oh, well, maybe you got a couple decisions. Allow yourself to really sit down with this energy. And again, sit with yourself, and with the circle, sit with your circle. Sit with those who are here to assist you. And that could be one person, or it could be yourself. Sitting with your spirit guides is sitting with people. They once were people. All right. And last but not least, we have our earth signs. Taurus. Ooh. Capricorn. Mars is going into Mercury's going into Capricorn soon. Virgo. Virgo, you got one card. You have the Justice card, but let me see what's the other message. The Eight of Pentacles. You got the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Also, you might be doing some occult shit happening, Virgo. This is in reverse for you. So you might be dealing with the moon. You might be doing a lot of rituals this week. Do your thing. That was an extra card, though. Tap into that, Virgo. All right, so at the bottom of the deck, you all got Judgment. Do I need to say anything? Don't judge yourself. Don't judge others. Allow yourself to be free, to let go, and to connect. Next week, my earth signs, do not allow yourself to be held back. You know, that doesn't mean you go out and argue with people. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this person inside of you is ready to come out. So without judging yourself, allow this person to come out. Allow this person to show itself. The inner you, the inner child, let them come out. All right. So Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo, y'all have this energy of sometimes slow distance, not wanting to be close to people. It's just so much stuff that people talk about y'all. I don't care. But at the same time, I want y'all to know one thing, that y'all have it within you to be in a space of growth, to be in a space of knowing that people are going to accept you no matter what changes you make. Yeah, you take your time making changes, but once you make those changes, it's very powerful. So let this week be one of those changes where you become powerful within your own energy, my earth signs. All right. Taurus, financially, what's going on? Next week, you may be feeling like, I'm not gonna go ahead and I'm not gonna buy anything. I'm not gonna go anywhere. I'm just gonna sit here. So with the Four of Pentacles is about your root chakra. You see how she's turning red? Next week, you may be having some concerns about your material well-being. And that is okay, right? In a sense, because Uranus is still in retrograde in Taurus. So that is part of your transition right now. So if you can sit down and accept that your finances are doing a huge shift at this current time, and that you're doing the best that you can, and continue to work with, I'm hearing some of you are working with the angelic realm. Others of you are maybe finding different ways to make money. Do that for yourself for the moment. Uranus is going direct next year in January. So once February, March, and April start hitting, mark my words, shit is about to blow up. Money is about to be all over the place because Uranus was just doing this internal cleansing before it starts shooting forward. So this also talks about your personal possessions. Are you selling your stuff? Is anybody selling anything? I do feel like if you're selling something, it's like your baby or your possession. You could be selling your car. You could be selling a computer. Someone is selling something next week. And then you're just like, I don't want to give it up. So really next week, tap into what you feel is yours and what is something that you can give up. Because this is going to open up space for you. Remember that the more that we let go of, the easier it's going to be for things to come in. So right now, yes, she's holding this purse close to her heart. She's concerned about her material aspects next week, but at the same time, it's like, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Allow yourself to really understand that the gift of giving and receiving is something that's going to push you forward. I don't mean if you have $5 now, you give your $5 away and now what? That's not what I mean. What I mean is check out your finances, see where it can grow, and see what you may need to eliminate to watch it grow. Who's this? Capricorn. Capricorn, the Five of Swords. First of all, this man just looks like he's over it. Capricorn, next week, you're in a space where your spirit guides may be next to you, guiding you, and you just really not paying attention next week, and you just over it, and you just like, where the fuck is the messages at? Galactic Hood Buddha said there was going to be some messages. I don't see that shit. And right now, that's because your mind is focused on the past. Your mind is so focused on the past next week that these messages that are coming in may not sit well with you at this current time. So it really talks about you see how this person is letting go, and they might even be gone. This old version of yourself, this old boyfriend, this old girlfriend, this old childhood trauma, this old job, it's being released at this time. So you really have to allow yourself to release. This person is like, how can I deal without this? And this bird is like, I told you can deal without it. Let it go. Let it go. All right. And with this brown jacket zipped up, it's like, I feel like Capricorns next week, you're going to be really closed off. Go do your hair, because this look like y'all ain't going to be doing your hair next week. Go do your fucking hair. All right. But really, you see what I'm talking about? This energy is connected. So really let it go. You've let go enough. Now it's just this little one string to let go of, and really tap into your messages that are being sent your way, your negative and your positive messages that is being sent your way. So when you hear that low vibrational message, you can be able to let it go and allow this positive message to come in. For example, and I'm going to say this really quick because I don't want this in my energy, but when people be like, I'm broke, instead of saying that, just be like, I'm saving right now. All right? That's it. That's what I'm saying about that. Because I don't like to use those words. We ain't in lack up in this bitch, you heard? All right. So that also, let's talk about that. You may be also feeling in lack, Capricorn. So really ask yourself, what does that look like? Just because you're releasing old titles, old people, old you, does not mean that you're in lack. It actually means that you're going to be receiving a deeper awareness of who you are. All right. And we have Virgo. Virgo, what are you doing? There's two versions of you. There's one that wants to come out, and the other one is being held down. So which one of you is going to rise up at this current time to move you forward next week? We're not talking about for the rest of your life. First of all, we all, should I say, we all have multiple personalities. I'm not diagnosing you. I am not a doctor. I'm speaking for myself, because we have different voices in our heads that guide us to do different things. And so with that being said, Virgo, which version of you is coming out this week to help you move forward? This one talks about really holding yourself accountable for who you don't want to be anymore, and really looking at yourself in the mirror, telling yourself in the mirror, I love you, right? With this 11 is walking through that portal again, walking through that portal. And today's the 11th too. So walking through that portal, allowing yourself to really understand what you need to let go of. This person, this is not a sharp knife, but if she pulls it off, it could be a sharp knife. So really ask yourself, is it necessary for you to bring out the knife, or is it necessary for you to just let go of this version of yourself, or reflect on this version of yourself so that you can be able to move forward? But she's bringing balance to this beautiful person here. So again, it's going to be a man or a woman, but Virgos, you're bringing balance within yourself. But that talks about you really having to face yourself next week. Remember, in order to let go, you have to face yourself next week. Capricorn, in order to let go, face yourself. Taurus, face your financial concerns. All right. So with that being said, I'll be taking out a mudra real quick, and I'll be taking out a collective card, 2 collective cards, and then I'm off this. Thank you guys so much. I'll take my time. I have to start talking slow. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but whatever. I'll figure it out. With a Gemini moon, what the fuck you want me to do? Like, I'd be like, love you too, girl. All right, the root chakra. We're going back to it. Oh no! First of all, nobody. Oh, I picked the wrong one. Hold on, guys. Oh. This is just telling us about the root chakra, but I guess Spirit wants us to make sure that we pay attention to our root chakra. It's the base of our support. Is located in the lower part of our spine, on the base of our spine. The sound is lam. The color is red. So whenever you want to deal with your root chakra, you want to make sure that when I say deal, because it's heavy, you want to wear red, you know, to secure yourself. Maybe you want to wear red underwears, you know. It rules the legs, the feet, the adrenal, and the intestines. So if you're having problems with your intestines, that could be dealing with your root chakra. If you're having problems with your feet, that could be dealing with your root chakra. All right. And it's an element of earth. So the qualities that it brings is security, support, stability, and grounding. All right. So I guess that's what we're going to do. We're going to focus on working on our root chakra due to the fact that we are releasing a lot of that rooted energy that we have placed in our body for the last couple of years or decade. It would make sense to pay attention to your root chakra, which is going to bring you stability so that you can start building. We're going to leave it there. So learn a little bit more about the root chakra. Go right ahead and find meditations. Go ahead and envision. I'm going to leave this here. Y'all can pause this and y'all can stare at this on YouTube so that you can be able to stare at it. Again, remember, staring at things really moves past the language. Moves past the yeah. It just goes straight into our subconscious mind. Breaking negative habits. Be aware of one negative practice you engage in that causes you to lose power. Work on changing this situation. This could be thinking negative thoughts, overeating, or being constantly late. Your goal to recognize that modifying or releasing unproductive habits can be challenging and even unpleasant, but it is essential that you do so. I mean, I ain't gonna go deep because y'all know y'all already tired of hearing me, but this right here says it all. Like, honestly, I can't make this shit up. And then I picked this out. Go outside and do shit. It's been proven all over the place that trees and nature and fresh air and all that shit helps fight depression, anxiety, addiction, and pretty much anything else that might ail you. Find some place to put your feet in the grass or the dirt or the water or anywhere that's not concentrated. A 5-minute nature break can reduce the amount of shitty thoughts in your brain drastically as fuck. So when they say water, honestly, sometimes I just put my feet in my tub. I've been doing that since I was younger. I don't know what it is. We'll put my feet in my tub in hot water and just let it sit there. Do you do that anyways? Do you take care of your feet? Let it sit under hot water and just sit there with no phones, no nothing. Go outside real quick. Act like you're going to the store if you got kids. Don't come back with shit. Just be like you forgot. Don't go buy nothing. But just go. Go out and take a walk for 5 minutes whenever you feel like your mind is getting crazy. All right? I love y'all so much. I'll see y'all over Buy Me a Coffee. Y'all better tap into the app so y'all can get the 12/12 portal energy for tomorrow. Peace, y'all. Hug yourself. I'll timestamp a little bit later.